Hello everybody, welcome to this video. Right now I just want to introduce to you some of the public functions inside the assets example. So basically I just want to mention this. In order to make versions of your assets inside the mobile device, these assets will be stored inside the local device. Alright, so that's why when you run the game on mobile, as we're gonna do right there, alright, you can see we are running the game on mobile device here, and you will notice that when you quit the app, you close. Let me just go home and just close the app. Alright, and just go here to the application. Alright, this one. So once you open it, you have the data stored inside the application offline. And why is that? Because we have some internal storage. Alright, so right now let me just go click start here and try to increase the number of coins. And after that, just gonna close the application and we open it again. Alright. You're gonna see that we have a storage and we store the data inside the application. And you can see here that the number of coins is 9 right now. And why is that? Because we're using some internal database for this project. And in order to control this internal database, we're going to show you the importance of the version inside the IStoreAssets. So every IStoreAssets got internal storage. So we save the number of coins, we save the balance of each of these virtual items inside an internal storage, and we use something called version in order to control the database version for each of these assets. Right now, the current version is 1 because this is the initial version, and we have this is the first version of the assets. But let's say you want to add new product, like I just want to add here a new product. So I just want to add, let's say, a new product ID. Like I just want to come here and add a new product, shield. So once you add a new product here, let's say shield, and you want to add this as a virtual product or virtual good here, so you can create a new instance here and make this as shield, or let me say shield here. Alright, and you're just gonna use the shield product ID here, but I don't want to do that. I just want to let you know that this is gonna change the version number of this is gonna change the version number of the IStoreAssets. Why? Because you added a new thing. You changed something on the elements. So you change the database. You know, the database is most of the time we use something called SQLite, but when you change the structure of the database table, you should have created a new database. So you will create a new version of database. So that's why we're using here Mindizor project in Soomla. You have to change the version number of database in case you changed you change the database version. So here we're talking about get version 1 because this is the initial version. In case you change this asset example, this asset into a new version, you have to increase this version by 1. So the first initial version, if you didn't change, keep it 1. But if you change, added a new thing to the asset example here, you changed on it, you have to pump up the number of version, or the version number here. So this is very important because you don't wanna lose the local file or the local data on the mobile device. You need to keep them into the mobile device, and you have to keep the local files. So if you don't do that, you're gonna have a lot of problems. You're gonna have a lot of troubles. You might be get errors and runtime errors. So all the time, make sure you keep the current version of the asset example here, and every time you submit a new application to your users, make sure that you increase this version number in case you changed on the assets, you add a new asset or something. So this is something that you have to care about, and just want to let you know about this. All right, but right now, because we have the initial version, we didn't add anything until the moment, so we're just gonna keep it as 1. But in case you change something, you add a new thing, you have to increase this by 1 every time you submit a new application to your users. All right, here we have virtual currency, and we have an array of virtual currency. We use this method, get currencies. Right now we got only one currency, which is coin. So we're just gonna use a virtual currency of 0 in order to get this, in order to get this, or get currency of 0 in order to get this coin. So in case you have more than one currency, you can use this method in order to return the array of virtual currencies. All right, but right now our virtual currency is 0 here. We have also an array of virtual goods, because you need to get all the virtual goods in order to load them inside the store, and in order to make if this if this good is available or not. So we have here created an array, and this array contains all the virtual goods defined above. So here we have the live packs, the NoAds, all the virtual goods, even with the life durability items, and we use here link, and we say this array order it by item ID, and that's why I said to you, you have to you can use some sort of convention in order to name your item ID, because this is the way how we order the items. All right, and we use .where, and where this item is not upgradable. Okay, so we load all the items where they are not upgradable items. All right, and here we change this to array. We move this to array, and here we return this goods as a virtual good array. Okay, you can play with this condition the way that you want, but this is how the current implementation is implemented. Here we got an array also of current virtual currency pack. Since we have 3 virtual currency, they are not virtual good, they are considered as a virtual currency, as we agreed before. We have virtual currency, we have virtual good, and we have virtual currency pack. We have 3 packs here, so we just created this method in order to retain these currency packs. And here also we get a method to return the categories. So right now we talking about not wearable category. We changed that into something else. We change it into wearable shirt category. So I have to change this into this type. All right, that's it. This is all the story, guys. So this is how the main functions that we added here, and this is pretty much the way that we implemented the assets example here with all. Don't forget to save this here and go to, let me just exit the play mode here and go clear the console. Make sure that you don't have any error here. You can click collapse, but you have to wait a little bit. All right. So awesome. We don't have any error, and you can click play in order to see if you got any runtime error or not. So yeah, this is perfect. There we have 3 errors here. Yeah, we have 3 errors. They are related to the advertisement and the StartApp advertisement, because they are related to GNI, which is related to Android class used by StartApp advertisement. So yeah, this is pretty much, guys. We're just gonna fix this error right later on once we talk about StartApp integration with the Mindizor and Soomla project here. So that's it, guys. See you in the next lesson. We just want to explore more how to integrate and work with the different components of Mindizor project, including the different Soomla component, different initializer handlers, in the next couple of lessons. So thank you guys again for watching all the time. Here's Ahmad Nasser from ahmadnasser.com. See you in the next lesson.